I know I sound like a broken record talking about the Las Vegas Raiders defense being the number one defense in the NFL over the second half of last season. That really did happen though, and for so many reasons. One of them was corner Jack Jones, whom then interim head coach Antonio Pierce put his job on the line for when he got cut by the New England Patriots. The fact that he got cut for disciplinary reasons made it a very risky move, but it paid off. His coverage, including 2 interceptions returned for touchdowns, was huge. That was a part of his big jump to year 2. The pass rush has improved now that the Raiders have interior defensive lineman Christian Wilkins. So can Pierce remain Jones' football player whisperer and get another jump out of him, leading to superstardom? Isn't it crazy how a player can play well and be a model citizen for one coach and not be able to keep his head on straight for another? That's obviously because Pierce coached Jones in high school, a very impressionable time of his life. Sometimes, especially when a player is emotional, and most football players are, guys are never the same once they lose a coach they truly bonded with. Jones was a 5-star recruit after Pierce coached him, and he went to USC, but he got in academic trouble and went to junior college. From there, he went to Arizona State, where Pierce had moved on to, and he turned himself into a 4th-round pick under Pierce. He was with head coach Bill Belichick, the GOAT of all football coaches, so it's time for him to excel, right? Wrong. Jones did flash as a rookie, making history, becoming the 4th player to get a pick 6 off of Aaron Rodgers. But unfortunately, he had incidents that include getting caught with a gun at an airport while he was in New England. So he eventually got cut, and again, Pierce pounded the table hard and put his job on the line for Jones. He had a real belief in him. Jones isn't the typical press man, beat you up at the line of scrimmage type of corner, but let me tell you something. He knows what's going on. He has good route recognition from off man and good play recognition, period. He's a ball hawk. Alright, he doesn't have anyone to cover, but he sees Amik Robertson getting beat deep on the other side of the field. So he's going to get over there on the hop and save the touchdown. Touchdown saved. That was a hell of a play right there. Alright, here's the pick 6 from the Kansas City Chiefs game. He definitely studies and saw something on film. This is his route recognition / play recognition. As you can see here, it looks like he's bailing, but he's looking back at the quarterback, so he sees everything, and he's going to jump this route, and you know the rest from there. Now he's looking at him like, fool, you really thought you had me on that, didn't you? Now here it is again against the Los Angeles Chargers. This is good old-fashioned film study here. We got formations, splits, and the very last tip-off he got was the motion. Look at this. He already knows what it is and he's jumping it. He was a little too dialed in on this one. He was so dialed in on this play, he almost overran it. If Jones can make another jump, the Raiders are going to get a few more extra possessions and defensive touchdowns. Look at the smile, typifying his happiness and excitement going into this year.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna stop smiling.
The fact that he's back with Pierce has him over the moon.
Man, I couldn't even put it in words. I mean, I don't think it's ever been a situation where a player is, been with a coach since high school. That's special. I mean, I'm blessed. I tell you, I thank God for that, for real.
Then they asked him about his individual goals for the season, and he wouldn't bite.
Take it week by week. I don't put too much pressure on myself. Just take it week by week. It's football, just week by week.
And of course, he's excited to play with the defensive line he's going to be playing with this coming year.
Speak for themselves. You see what them big boys did last year. We get to keep some and then add some. I think our D-line is an A+, if you ask me.
Oh, and he's ready to step into a leadership role.
The feel for it different. To be honest with you, I always looked at myself as a leader, from high school all the way up. I felt like, I had some guy, some player looking up to me. I'm taking under my wing. So, as far as me stepping into the role, it's not that big for me. It's regular.
Then they asked him about making that jump to an elite corner, and he believes he's already there.
I believe I'm a premier corner already myself. I'm not really worried about what y'all say. Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really worried about what y'all say. But, I just go out there and play ball. My goal this year is to be the #1 defense and make the playoffs and go farther in the playoffs than we did last year.
He's got his head in the right place. Now, here's something you're going to hear about Pierce from more than Jones when talking about Pierce's effectiveness.
Because he was a player. he played in between the white lines. You know, when you're a player and a guy never played in between the white lines and he trying to tell you how to make a tackle, how to do anything, I'm not saying that they're wrong, you know what I'm saying? Because it is a lot of experts out here that never played it down, but it's like, it's just harder to feel that, to understand. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, when you're getting it from a former player, it's almost like no questions. Like, he did this before, so I don't even have to question it.
Look what Pierce has gotten out of Jones throughout his whole football career. He became a 5-star recruit under Pierce in high school. Then Jones couldn't even stay eligible when he went to USC, but played well enough when he transferred to Arizona State to get drafted in the 4th round. He would then play for Bill Belichick, the GOAT of all coaches, but he didn't get it out of him. Then Pierce gets him for a half season and he looks like he could be special. Man, is this just the bond Pierce has with Jones, or is he a football player whisperer? Whichever it may be, can he get another jump out of him into a great corner this coming year?